Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I know so many of you over on TikTok have been blowing up the comments asking for this, so today we're finally doing some customer reviews analysis for it. But before we dive into that, be sure to check out this exclusive discount available for it. You'll find it in the description and in the first comment under this video. Now let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Starting things off, our first reviewer gives us their perspective.
This reviewer took a leap of faith on this bike, admitting to some initial hesitation given the number of vendors selling what seemed like the same thing under different brand names. But so far the experience has been positive. Our reviewer found the setup process surprisingly straightforward, mentioning that it mainly involved attaching the handlebars, front tire, front fender, seat, and an optional front rack. All the necessary tools were included, which was a nice touch. This client had initially considered a much more expensive e-bike, but ultimately didn't see a significant difference in features and performance compared to this one. The main question mark is long-term durability compared to higher-end bikes, but the reviewer points out that most of the components, tires, seat, etc., are easily replaceable with locally sourced parts or potentially even cheaper options from online marketplaces. A quick test drive revealed that the pedal assist works well, and you need to set the pedal assist to use the throttle. The reviewer didn't specifically measure the speed during the initial ride, but it felt like the advertised speed. The bike was purchased as a backup vehicle, and it feels like a solid bike. After a few weeks, our reviewer offered an update. A ride of about 13 miles, mostly using throttle with some pedal assist, only used about half the battery. The client felt confident they could achieve 20 miles with moderate throttle and pedal assistance. The reviewer also found a source for a spare battery online, making sure to match the voltage and dimensions. The bike continues to perform well, easily handling trips within a 10-mile radius with plenty of battery life to spare. So far, the purchase seems to be a great alternative mode of transportation.
Cool. Let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer bought this electric bike as a way to get to work and back, as well as for quick trips to the grocery store. However, not even a month after buying it, the bike stopped providing power to the wheels. Our reviewer wasn't in good enough shape to pedal it up the hills between home and work, so they had to start paying for rides until they could figure out the problem. At first, this client thought they were exceeding the weight limit with their gear, like a saddlebag, lock, and pump. But then they realized they were getting an error code. After struggling to find a solution specific to the model, they contacted the manufacturer. Despite some initial delays in communication due to different work schedules, the manufacturer surprised them by offering a free replacement controller with expedited shipping. It arrived a couple of days later, and even though our reviewer isn't mechanically inclined, the replacement process was pretty straightforward. The manufacturer even provided some tips to prevent the issue from happening again, admitting that the problem was likely caused by the owner's oversight. Overall, this client would recommend this product, or at least the manufacturer, to anyone looking for a power-assisted bike. The bike was easy to put together, thanks to the instructions that included a YouTube video and some helpful pictures. It feels sturdy and is fun to ride, even for a taller person. However, this client wouldn't recommend it if you live upstairs, as the bike is quite heavy to carry after a long ride. One downside is the rear tire guard, which has multiple joints that can be tricky to adjust and keep in place. The reviewers came loose during a ride, got caught in the wheel, and was torn apart. Luckily, their saddlebag rack arrived that same day, so the guard was going to be replaced anyway. Still, this client recommends making sure everything is properly adjusted before riding to avoid a similar issue.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer was seriously impressed with this bike, though there were a couple of hiccups that kept it from being a perfect 5-star experience initially. The first issue our reviewer encountered was during assembly. The star nut that connects the handlebars to the front fork was really flimsy. Apparently it bent super easily when trying to tighten it, so this client had to replace it right away. Since that fix, it's been smooth sailing. The second problem, and this was a bigger one, involved the waterproofing, or lack thereof, of the electronics. After only a couple of months, and just from riding in a light rain for a short distance, the speed controller got completely soaked and stopped working. Luckily, customer support was amazing. Dealing with them was a breeze, and they sent a new controller without any problems at all. They even provided some helpful information on how to better waterproof it. This client can't say enough good things about the company itself. They're fantastic. If this reviewer had to complain about something, it would be the lack of suspension or shocks. However, the bike has giant tires, so letting a little air out makes them extra bouncy, and honestly, that's been good enough. So while it's not exactly the same as real suspension, it gets the job done.
That's it for this one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Appreciate you watching. See you next time.